Hey guys, Coach Joe. Uh, Sorry the practice got canceled tonight because there were some things I wanted to work on as far as the offensive zone goes because I feel like our defensive zone is kind of where we need to be. It doesn't mean we're not going to continue to work on it in the next 6 weeks, but I feel pretty good with where it's at. So I do want to talk about something I noticed yesterday in the Haverford Hawks game um, regarding D zone coverage. Okay. We're going to play offense, but it's regarding their D zone coverage. Okay, so by now, every team in the league has figured out kind of their D zone coverage. Okay, remember that every team, including us, right? We always want to protect this. We're always going to protect this house. So what we need to do is find a way to work the puck inside this house, right? We need to find a way to get it in here for a high quality shot on net. Okay, so what a lot of teams have already figured out, and Haverford figured it out yesterday, right? Is when that puck gets in the corner, right, or it's in a high risk area, right? They send one guy here, their defenseman was in front, and then they pretty much just kind of went like this and bottled up, right? We noticed that a lot, right? We noticed a lot at the time that they were just kind of bottled up, just kind of right in this area, right? Trying to deny everything to the net. They were just bottled up, and that's where our shots just didn't, they just didn't come in, right? So this is now where, okay, we need to adjust as a team. What we need to adjust as a team now is making sure we take care of this puck, right? We need to take care of that puck, okay? Because what we're going to start to do in the offensive zone is now we're going to start to be a little more patient, right? Because what we need to do, because a lot of these teams, right, are going to just bottle this. Ooh, that was not good, right? A lot of these teams are going to come in here and they're just going to bottle this area up. And that's going to be hard for us to move, and it's going to be hard for us to get shots on net, okay? So what we need to do is start to take care of the puck. So it's going to be very important that we actually come out here and we try to possess the puck, right, and be nice and calm with it, right? This team is good. This is a good team, okay? We need to possess the puck out here. See, in the orange shaded area. We need to possess the puck out here, be calm with it, and make plays with it, right? We need to make passes, sometimes multiple passes, right? We need to make sure that we control the game and we control the puck, okay? So what that's going to require, right, is we're going to see, because look how bottled up, even if you do it like this, if we're the red, right, and here's the puck, right? So even if we're the red and we want to get this cycle going and move up the wall, see how bottled up F3 is, right? F3 is all bottled up. You can't do anything. But what does that leave? Okay? And even if you leave this defenseman here, okay, even F2 is bottled up. But that's going to leave our points, right? Our points are going to be nice and open. Right? You can make passes to these points. Right? You can move the puck across because they're going to be open. So what we need to make sure we do is possess the puck inside the offensive zone, because as we talked about in one of our meetings, right, if I have the puck, if I possess the puck and don't let you touch it more often than not, who's got a better chance to win the game? Right, I do, because I have the puck. So we're going to start to make sure we really take care of this puck, okay, on the outside, because it's going to do two things. Number one, it's going to give us puck possession. Okay, number one, it's going to give us puck possession, which is a big deal. We have the puck, they don't have the puck. It's going to be very hard for them to win the game. Okay, we're going to establish puck possession, and we're going to hold on to it, and that's going to be ours. Second thing is, as we move, right, as all these pieces start to shift, okay, we are working to getting and pulling these guys out of position. We're working to get them away from the nets, right, because we're trying to find these seams in here. See, like, that's a seam. We're trying to find seams like this that maybe F2 can cut down low, which is going to force a decision between the right D and the center. Okay? We're going to force maybe something that looks like, hey, he might be making this pass up here, so you're going to pull the right winger out of position, and then you, as F1, are going to be able to take this puck and actually carry it right around for a high-quality chance. Right? We are always, that's the whole point. We're trying to pull the defensive team out of position. We're trying to make them uncomfortable. Okay, so, and that's just going to take us being patient with the puck, because I guarantee you the other coach is going to start to scream. If we can just contain it and we start moving the puck around, right? We start moving it around a little bit, the other coach is going to get crazy and say, hey, go get the puck, right? And we almost want that, because if they send the guy to go get the puck, then we're going to automatically have the advantage. So we're going to be able to move that puck, and now look at that. See, so if he's complaining, if he sends his right side winger, we'll say, right, to go over and get this puck, right? Look at the lane now to take a shot with all that congestion. With all that congestion, we can move the puck right here. D can step to the middle and let her go, right? And then F2 is already there at the net front, and then F1 is going to be crashing in. Right? If we don't like that shot or that lane's not there, we can always go D to D, right? Because you would assume that this winger would come over because the shot's there. So maybe he takes that lane away, and now look at that. Look where D2 can go. Oh, yeah. You'll take that all day, right, guys? Absolutely can take that all day. So it's more about being patient, and it's more about getting them to get out of position, right? We need them out of position so that we can free up some of these quality scoring opportunities, right? We need to get them away from this. And it's not the scale, but, we need to get them away from this, right? Because teams are going to start to adjust now. So now we have to start to adjust. So we need to really make sure we're moving the puck on the perimeter and making sure we're getting high-quality chances, right? Because we know we have guys, right? Our team identity, right? Our team identity is to make this location right here very uncomfortable for opposing goalies, right? It's pucks and bodies, right? It's pucks and bodies. Ooh. What the hell? Right? We need to make sure that this area is very uncomfortable for opposing goaltenders. Right now, this really isn't a comfortable area for them because there is so much traffic. But if we shake a puck and we just shoot it into traffic, don't they outnumber the puck right there? Right? They outnumber it. So they're going to have a better chance to have a clear. Right? And now I like our team speed. I think we can get to any loose puck. Right? We can get to any loose puck we need to quickly and reset. But we want to make sure that we are actually taking this defense and we want to stretch them out a little bit. Right? We want to make sure we stretch them. And we're going to do that by moving the puck. We're going to do that by getting traffic to the front of the net. We're going to do that by taking good quality shots from highly successful areas. Okay? So that's one thing we have to make sure we adjust. Okay, so we got to make sure we adjust that. So let's clear this real quick. Okay? So that's one of those areas we need to make an adjustment. We need to make sure that we, as a team, are possessing the puck, making sure we get through the neutral zone with speed, okay, and making sure we take them out of position, right? That is the entire point, which is why I harp on you guys about the cycle, right? The cycle is twofold, okay? The cycle is absolutely twofold, right? So F1, right, here's your puck, goes in, F1 and F2 are going in, F3 sits nice and high, D1 seals, backside D comes in. That's why it's so crucial. Because if you try to go behind the net with this puck, you don't really have a ton of room. I mean, unless you're clean. Unless you have a clean break behind the net. But that's a switch, and we can get into that later. But that's why I say the first move is up the wall. Right? Because now we're making this defense, we're making them stretch. Because now this left winger has a decision to make, right? This guy has a decision he has to make. Is he going to go play F1? Is he going to stay on the D? Or is he just going to sit inside and bottle up? And if he sits inside and bottles up, look what you get, right? F1. He sits inside and bottles up. Right? F1, here you go, bud. Whoop. You go ahead and take that shot. Because F2 will come in and crash. And F3 is already there. And we've already pulled these two out of position. Right? So that's why the cycle and possessing the puck down low is so important. Right? We want to work the puck from low to high. Right? So when I say we want to work the puck low to high, that means the puck is going, because we're going to dump it in or we're going to create a turnover, we're going to go get it, and then we immediately want to work the puck high. We immediately want the puck to come out to the defenseman because he's going to have all the room. This defenseman's going to have all the room to make a play, right? To either step in, to make a pass back, to make a pass across. He's going to have room if we go low to high. Okay? So that the objective of that is to pull these guys away from this net. Like, we want them out of here. Wissahickon does this very well, right? They bottle up on the inside, just like that, which isn't a bad thing, but that just means we have to possess this biscuit even more. Because, as I said, the other coach, right, we'll put him down here. There he is. That's a terrible stick figure. There he is, right? He's going to start to yell at his guys, go get the puck, go get the puck, right? And we want that because we have good puck handlers. We have very solid puck handlers on this team that I will take that. Because then if he's screaming at them to go get the puck and these guys all want to sit inside, then the faster we move it, right, the more we're going to draw guys out of position. And the more we're going to have opportunities to actually go in and score goals. Okay? So that's one thing we got to really make sure that we do. If you want to really take care of the puck in the offensive zone and really make sure we're getting high-quality chances, because we can do that, right? We're a team. Our identity is to make sure we get traffic in and around this area, and we do that very, very, very well. But we can't do that well if we are going to just take shots that hit, right? That hit our opponents in the pads. So that's the first thing, right? The second thing we have to make sure we do is if you are F3, I saw this a couple times in the game too, right? If we have a shot, so let's say we take a shot, it goes on, and that puck dribbles out to the side, right? If you are F3, like, I need two people on this puck, right? Because how we set up right now in the offensive zone isn't terrible, but it could use some work, right? So we set up like this. Do we see how we leave him out on an island? See how he's kind of all by himself? Like, and if they run the same system that we do, they're going to put two on him. They're going to leave one high, one's going to stay in front, and one's going to be inside. So didn't they, in effect, just outnumber us on the wall? Right? They're outnumbered. So by and large, they should win that puck battle, and that puck's going to get cleared. Right? We need to make sure we can't have this anymore. Right? We can't have two guys standing in front anymore. You two have to communicate. I need somebody to get over here and help and even the odds. Right? I need somebody to get over there and even up the odds. So that way we can do what we need to do and win possession of the puck. Right? Then once we win possession of the puck, you can either take that puck and go behind. You can take that puck, come out top. Right? But we need to win possession of the puck. We cannot have this anymore. Oops. We can't have this anymore. Because we're going to lose puck battles that way. Right? We're absolutely going to lose puck battles because even if you look at it, right? See? So this is two of them, right? So you could say right there, 2-on-1. He who creates the most 2-on-1s wins, right? So look, so he can man up and he can man up, and yes, like you technically have a 2-on-1 out there, but I guarantee you this winger's going to sink in, and he's going to make this a very difficult pass to make. It's going to be a very difficult pass to make because his stick is going to be there, right? And plus, he might not even straight up cover F3. He'll probably actually just clog the lane because that's an even harder pass, especially with the left D putting his stick out there, right? So we need to make sure that we get over here and we even up these odds, right? F1, F2, F3. Forwards, we have to even up the odds, right? So if you're the guy that's sitting at the top here, get over there, right? Because you need to get over there so we even this. We even these so it becomes a 2-on-2. We need to even these out. That way we win the battle, we reset, right? We win the battle, we get back into our cover, or we get back into our cycle, right? And we can pull out, and we can come down, right? And now we're back in our triangle. Are we back in our triangle? There it is. See it? So we can make plays like that. And make sure we use our D as well. Okay? So we need to make sure that we stop doing this. So less this. Ooh. Damn it. All right, so less this. more this. Okay? We want to make sure that these odds are even. Okay? We want to make sure that we gain possession of that puck. Okay? What else did I want to go over with you guys? Okay, so here's the other thing I wanted to go over with you guys. So on breakouts, okay, on our breakouts, when we start to move through the neutral zone, because we play Phantoms hockey, right? We all know what Phantoms hockey is. It's fast, it's relentless, it's wave after wave of just pressure, right? Now, time and space, right? It's a big buzzword, I get it, right? But time and space is very important. So, this is what we need to start to do, and I kind of went over this yesterday. Yesterday. Okay? We need to start to stretch the ice, right? I'm going to go over it again because it's important, right? It's very important that we come in and we stretch the ice because you can create time and space, right, when you don't have the puck. That's why it's important that you hustle all over the ice because you create the time and the space, okay? So just as an example, I get on you guys sometimes when we move the puck here. I need this guy, whoever it is, right? It could be a center, a wing, or a winger. Most of the time it's going to be a winger. But actually, you know what? Let me not confuse you guys. Let's just do that. Let's just put the wings in there. Okay. Right? Most of the times it's going to be a winger. Center's going to come through. Right? Most of the times it'll be a winger. That's why it's so important that his path, right, has to be here and then has to be out and wide and driving hard. Right? It has to, because he's taking this defenseman with him. Right? If you drive and you get out of this and you get out of this break here hard, right, you're going to take him with you because now he has to respect that. Because now what's going to happen is if we go right here, okay, and we get a clean possession, if he's stuck there, we're going to hit this home run. And that's going to be a big time problem for them. Okay? We're going to hit this and he's in and he's gone. Right? So that's why it's very important that away from the puck, we are always hustling and we are flying and we have to get out and get wide. Okay, that's why it's so crucial. Okay, that we get out and we get wide when we are moving through the neutral zone. It's very important. Okay. And I saw that a couple times yesterday where we kind of, instead of making a play happen, we kind of waited for it to happen, right? Hockey, you have to anticipate, right? Hockey comes down to anticipation, and with anticipation comes trust, right? It all builds off of trust, which is why I'm not crazy when we do things like we play tag or we do stuff like that, because you need to build trust. You don't think those guys in the NHL, yes, they play in a very structured system, obviously, but they trust each other and they know where they're going to be, right? So you trust that this defenseman makes this pass, right? You trust that this winger makes this pass, and then that way, this right winger, all you're worried about is making sure I support the middle. When we're 8 feet inside that blue line, bam, I'm out and I'm gone. And I'm getting this way because I need this right D to respect me. Okay? So then what happens there is if we can stretch, now look how we've stretched them. Aren't they now, right, they're still inside the dots, but we've created these lanes now. We've actually created, right, because this guy's going to follow, we've actually created skating lanes. See, we have an outside attack lane, we have a middle drive, and we have another outside attack lane. But we've created that because the weak side winger, that's why I say more often than not, it's the guy that is away from the puck is the most dangerous, because he slides in and then gets in and gets out and pulls him back, right? Allows for that time and space to develop. So what we need to start to do is make sure we're driving that. Like, we're going to go up to Canada, and that's going to be a big thing. We need to make sure our D-zone coverage is solid, okay? And then our breakout needs to be solid as well, because that's how we transition into offense, right? Because most teams are going to sit here, they're going to hold, and if this guy right here doesn't give this defenseman a reason to move, why should he? Right? If you don't give him a reason, why should he move? Like, you need to give him a reason to actually get out. If you're just going to stand there and literally watch the play, right? If you want to watch hockey, like there's a bench over here and you can sit on it, right? Playing hockey means that guy gets out. We recognize that we have the puck, and we're going to start to get out and get going. Because now I'm playing. Now we're playing hockey. We're getting out this way. This guy's going, oh man, we have to actually get out and respect this because I can't have it, right? And then we actually can create almost a 3-on-1. Going this way, boom. Because now he's got to come out. Look at that. See that? Now we have all kinds of skating lanes with a D following up. Like, isn't that a 3-on-1? Look. Right there, you've just given yourself the, or you've outmanned them. Right? You've put more guys around the puck. And obviously D1, as you come up, you keep the middle safe. Right? But now you've outmanned them. Now we've taken the advantage. We've taken the advantage back from them. So we need to make sure we're moving up. And then, right, so then as we get in, we make sure we get this puck wide. Okay? We get this puck nice and wide. We have to keep hustling. You have to drive the net far side. Right? We're going to sit in the high slot. We're going to be there to help. Because we need to pull them back. We need to create room in the neutral zone. We need to create room in this zone to help our cause. All right, so we got to make sure we do that. Make sure we get that stretch play out, and it goes the same for the other side. I'll draw it up real quick. All right, goes the same way. Right there. Pull this. Pull this out of here. Okay. Okay, goes the same way on this side, right? Same deal. We're gonna move it here. This guy is gonna sit. He's got it clean, right? This is a clean carry, so he has it. So now his job is gonna be to get up and through, and then get out. Pull the lefty out. Make him respect the drive lane. Make him respect that outside lane, right? Here are your lanes on the ice. Make him respect the drive lane. So that way we create this situation right here. We create a 2-on-1 right there. Right? And if this D bumps and follows, now we've created a 3-on-1. All because my weak side winger, right? All because my weak side winger decided he was going to get in and then get out. We've created that. That's how you stretch in the neutral zone. That's how you give yourself room to operate in the neutral zone. Okay? That's how you give yourself some room, right? Offensively, we have to make sure we take care of the puck. Right? In the offensive zone, we have to work the puck because we already figured out Haverford did a good job, right? They're going to take that away. This will be non-existent. Okay? Like as we move forward in the season, just throwing pucks in there and hoping for the best is going to be non-existent, right? We have to make sure we contain the puck and then take good quality shots. Make sure you have an opening, right? Make sure you have an opening before you shoot. All right? We don't want to keep shooting into pads. Like, make the extra pass if you need to. Why do you think the guys in the NHL pass so much? Because they're looking for a quality scoring opportunity. They're looking for quality, all right? Now, there will come times during games where I'm going to sit there and we're going to go, yep, you need to put them on and be done with it. Like, just rip them as hard as you can, kind of like we did at the latter part of that Haverford game, right? We just started ripping and ripping and ripping, and it was a really nice play. Nicky came around, 22 was in the right spot, and we just put it in. It was nice. It was a nice play. It was a good job, right? This team didn't quit on Saturday or on Sunday, and it was good. Right? Saturday, I thought was a good game, too. We thought it was the most complete game we've ever played. Saturday, we moved the puck better than I've ever seen, and we need to get back to that, and we need to keep doing that. The one thing I didn't like from Saturday, though, is we kind of got away from our pucks and bodies, right? Even against Haverford, we did, right? We had 2 shots at the end of the first period against Haverford, right? Is that good enough? That's not good enough for this team because we know we're a better team than that. We know what we can do. We know we can rush. I mean, we're good at rushing. We know we can rush, but we need to make sure we get in this offensive zone. We be creative, right? All I'm asking you to do is just keep that triangle. This is all I want, right? Then you are free to be as creative as possible, right? You're free to be as creative as you want. Take shots, make plays, make passes, right? Look for some of these backdoor plays. Maybe throw one down here. Maybe the center, or not the center, but whoever the forward is down here. Maybe you take the puck down here. You don't like it, like Landon Sutton likes to do. He'll switch the side of the ice, which is fine. right? You'll take the switch. So then we can either sit in front, have this guy come over, have our D shift over like this, right? And then we can start the cycle right there. Bang, now I have low support. And that forces decisions, right? We need to make sure we force decisions on defensemen because we are not going to have the luxury. We're just not going to have the luxury of getting this prime real estate anymore. This prime real estate's not going to be available anymore. These teams are going to start to bottle it up and take it away, right? They're going to literally start to play like this. Right? They're going to bottle it up and take it away. But we need to use our patience and use our heads, right? And use the skills that we have to make it effective and pull them out, right? Pull them out of position to create these seams that we can attack, right? So as I said, I'm sorry that practice got canceled tonight. I was really looking forward to it. But we'll get back after it on Wednesday. Please give this thing a watch. It's about the same length as our Chalk Talk meetings. It's only 25 minutes long. So those are just some of the adjustments that I saw. And yeah, I will see you guys on Wednesday. Have a good night. And hey, let's go, Phantoms, right? We got 6 weeks. That's it. 6 weeks left of the season. So let's make them good. Let's make them count. Let's hammer in. Let's hone in. And let's grind it out. And let's make this the best 6 weeks of hockey that we can. All right, guys? As I said, proud of the way you guys played on Saturday. And I will see you on Wednesday.